Briony Storm opened her sea green eyes on a salt-bright Thursday, the 13th of May, 1999, inside a whitewashed cottage hospital that clings to the cliffs of the Isle of Skye, Scotland. Outside, North Atlantic winds combed silver surf across basalt crags while a lone piper warmed a slowed air beside a kettle of nettle tea. Briony's mother, a tweed weaver who keeps shards of sea-worn jade in every apron pocket, hummed Gaelic lullabies about Selkies trading shells for freedom. Her father, a lighthouse lens polisher whose coat always smells of peat smoke and heather honey, leaned close to the squalling newborn and promised that true horizons never ask a body to shrink, they simply wait for spirits bright enough to gleam. Jenna's curves thread through the Storm family like rivers through Highland glens, so nobody gasped when baby Briony tore the wool ribbons on her third christening gown before the minister reached the second song. Granny Morag calmly loosened every stitch, slid jade satin wedges into the gaps, and laughed that extra cloth cost pennies while extra Darren buys kingdoms. From that sunrise onward, each bedtime blessing ended with the same refrain: "Shine so fierce the tide remembers." Primary school mornings tasted of warm oat bannocks and corridor whispers. Taller and broader than every classmate, Briony eclipsed the overhead projector whenever Miss McLeod asked her to trace Viking routes on an ancient map. One sleet sharp recess, a boy shouted she blocked more sun than the island ferry. That evening she tiptoed into her mother's loom shed, rescued cracked JBs, polished them bright, and stitched them like falling auroras along both sleeves of her navy cardigan. At first bell, next day, fluorescent tubes sprayed green sparks across chalk dust clouds each time she raised her hand. A visiting supply teacher captured 10 shaky seconds on a battered flip phone, posted the clip to a fledgling video board, and before moonrise, 16,000 strangers applauded the girl who forced teasing into tidal light. Briony pinned one promise across a butter-stained math sheet: mirrors magnify while echoes melt. Teen weekends belonged to sunset craft stalls in Portree Harbor, midnight Kaylee sets and dawn surf lessons where puffins traced commas above cold swell. High street jeans throttled her thighs, so Briony traded photography tips for weathered sailcloth, cut it into flowing palazzo pant, and posed against rainbow lobster krills while gannets arrowed through the sky. She launched an online diary titled Jade Rhapsody, captions weaving Hebridean slang with clear English confessions such as "hips carry half the sunrise." By her 17th Beltane, she counted 61,000 loyal hearts who double-tapped every moss green frame, proof that glowing rectangles muffle locker whispers faster than any guidance counselor. A scholarship ferried her south to London College of Fashion, daylight dissolved in pattern studios, and nights belonged to a 24-hour Haggis hand cop cart nestled under Tower Bridge. The cart's flickering thistle neon became her only key light. Between pepper orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment cones into heather hair rosettes while decoding dart rotation in half island lip and half city snap. Lube, drumming steel ladles on iron skillets while speedheading a velvet trench, raced past 1 million plays inside 48 hours. Vogue United Kingdom crowned her the Haggis Couturière, yet every sponsor email stalled at national size 18. Briony slid each pitch into a folder called Patience Like Low Tide Amiss and kept flipping toasties. Fortune sailed in with Spring Gorse Blossom of 2023 when Burberry invited her to co-design a plus-friendly capsule named Heather Flare. Briony replied with 3 gentle vows. Patterns must rise to 62-inch hips, half the campaign crew must hail from public art colleges, and 10% of every pound earned will fund Lifehouse Loom confidence camps for curvy teens across the Scottish Isles. The house agreed before dawn blushed the theme's pale rose. The campaign filmed at sunrise on Staffin Beach, where basalt pinnacles cast giant shadows. Briony walked a deep jade satin trench across reflective sand while drones circled like curious kittiwakes. Once images rippled across global feeds, every extended size coat vanished within 43 hours across 22 countries. Jade Rhapsody sailed beyond the 500,000 follower tide mark. Still perfumed with smoked oats and sea breeze, Briony live-streamed gratitude from the Haggis cart roof while early buses hummed across London Bridge. Spotlight warmth attracts rumor gulls. A keto podcaster claimed Briony cinched steel corsets beneath tweed while sipping Cranacan. She answered from the Quiro ring ridge at sunset, sports bra and linen joggers, belly rolls dusted with edible silver glitter. Fingers tapped a Bodhran rhythm on driftwood. Then she laughed. The Mensch never apologizes for depth, and neither will I. 10 million viewers reposted under tag Silver Sound Truth, sparkling their own curves with sugar shimmer until gossip ebbed like low tide. Hot wages braided with capsule royalties birthed Storm Silk. A whipped body butter, swirling sea buckthorn oil, heather honey, and mica sparks that glow teal beneath foam flash. 15,000 jars spun inside her father's lighthouse workshop, lids tied with reclaimed rigging, rope bowls and tags stamped Nourish Your Horizon. Inventory disappeared in 86 minutes, raising 176,000 pounds, written fully in letters. 20% seated Rhapsody looms, grants pairing industrial sewing machines with coastal film drones for plus-size island youth from Barra to Yale. 8 months later, 33 fellows projected a starlit fashion Kaylee onto castle walls, earning breakfast show applause on 3 continents. Ode to Edinburgh Fashion Week forged legend. 10 minutes before Briony's closing walk for Burberry Curve, a backstage steamer burst, shrinking her sapphire mesh gown by 7 inches. With 90 ticking seconds, she seized copper haggis stamps from catering, flattened them into Celtic shields, pinned them across taut seams, and glided the runway, chiming like harbor bells. Vogue World titled it The Haggis Shield Miracle. Burberry reissued the gown with detachable bronze crests, praising her storm steel grace. Another 1 million admirers anchored on her profile before after party, elderflower fizz cooled. Drama tried to come back when a disgruntled stylist leaked clipped emails alleging she demanded lobster haggis and chauffeured trawlers for her rescue puffin. She posted the entire chain, rider listening refillable water urns, barley soup for crew, captioned rehearsal monitors for deaf pattern cutters, then funneled that month's affiliate revenue, £125,000, into flood relief therapy circles for Highland seamstress cooperatives. Fans echoed her ridge mantra, receipts eclipse rumor fog. By midsummer 2024, J Rhapsody sinks to 6 million Instagram voyagers, 3.2 million reel paddlers, and 1.6 million journal blog readers. Engagement stays steady near 9%, melting brand spreadsheets. Cartier beckoned for Dawn Compass, a watch vignette filmed inside a quartz grotto glowing with blue fireflies on the Isle of Iona. Briony accepted when his Cartier funded therapy stipends for hotel linen crews studying night design. They toasted with bramble soda. The final reel, her wrist shining beneath teal luminescence, became Cartier's most saved clip that quarter. Family keeps her keel sure. Twice a month, she strings strings and salt. Father looping C-wing guitar while mother applicates jade shards onto Kaylee skirts. And brilliantly thrift flips denim jackets live. One episode peaked at 9 million views when a cheeky puffin waddled through the open doorway, stole a rigging rope bow, and hopped away under a storm of heart emojis. A wildlife trust now sponsors every broadcast, tagging rehabilitated puffins with solar charms funded by Storm Silk. Storm Silk's second-year revenue drifted beyond £11 million. Briony leased a dormant kelp drying barn, carved skylights through cedar beams, and staffed jar lines with retired lobster fishers and animation grads. Every 10 still wears its rigging rope bow, tied during midday fiddle breaks. Efficiency auditors begged for shrink bands. She quoted Granny Morag, "Warm hands weave legends while machines only count jars," and bows endured. Mental health canter anchors her feet. She pairs cliff edge editorials with hostile mirror selfies captioned "Same coast, gentler breeze," shares breathing tracks recorded in sea caves, and CBT worksheets in English and Gaelic. A teletherapy partner offers sliding scale sessions. 91,000 users praise her honesty as first dawn. Community lantern sales rise each full moon. Glowforth drifts invite fans to paddle phosphorescent bays wearing Storm Silk on shoulders and LED thistle crowns. Ticket profits widen Rhapsody looms and plant eelgrass beds. Shore cafes record 15% revenue lifts on drift nights. Briony guides every convoy, lo-fi fiddle lines flowing from waterproof speakers while she pauses mid-lagoon to adjust stranger life vests. Horizons keep widening like sunrise ribbon clouds. She is drafting a memoir titled Sable Eclipse for release next winter in 9 languages. A global streamer wrapped season 1 of a docuseries following her plan to convert mothballed herring boats into solar, sewing, and media studios that glide around the North Atlantic archipelagos. Puma prepares tie pole sneakers, white toe boxes rimmed with reflective haggis shields. 10% of every pair will expand Rhapsody looms from Shetland to Santorini. If Briony Storm's passage from jade chip cuffs to haggis steel miracles filled your compass with bright wind, tap like, smash subscribe, and share the spark that glowed loudest, the silver dust driftwood riff, the puffin ribbon heist, or the copper crest runway save. Browse the description for Storm silk drops, Rhapsody loom grant portals, and tonight's strings and salt playlist. Remember, every curve can redirect dawn, every scar can cradle moonlight, and cliff crowned shores still cheer spirits bold enough to blaze brighter than rumor. Knot your rigging robo, lace those tide post sneakers, and stride until the skyline whispers your name.